And now, another episode of The Rebel's Roost, starring the Rebel. I wasn't going to do another episode this quickly, but the loonies just keep on getting out of the asylum, man. Way too much material to pass up. Now there's a loony over on WordPress that claims that adult coloring books, that claims adult coloring books are the gateway to Satanism and demons and devil worshipping, because some of them have mandalas. A mandala, if you don't know what it is a geometrical pattern that is based in Hinduism as well as some sects of Buddhism. They are simply patterns. Unless you specifically use it for meditation, all this is a pattern. That's it. Pattern colors. This person also claims that yoga is of the devil. Yeah. I take it meditation also is evil to these people. The stupid hurts. The stupid burns. And you know these have to be Trump supporters. Yeah, that are Ted Cruz supporters. Because no well-educated person would believe this crap. Man, they really had to outlaw homeschooling, because it's producing a subculture of idiotic morons. And you know, these people breed. They're breeding more and more. And they have the aim to outbreed intelligent, educated people. Now these morons are so into themselves. A lot of them cannot tolerate someone who disagrees with them. They get a little pissed. I really don't care. I don't give a rat's ass. In fact, they want to get pissed off about what I say. Go ahead. That really makes my day. See, I don't get pissed off at these people. No. I get frightened by these people. Frightened by the level of ignorance, of stupidity. These people think the Bible is real. These people think that there actually is a guy up in the sky in long flowing white robes and a long flowing white beard that created that they have to answer to. They think God created the universe. If you tell them that God is the universe, they have no idea what you're talking about. They think a rabbi from 2,000 years ago actually died, and 3 days later he rose from the dead, and that he was God. Yeah. Actually, all that was a MacGuffin to sell books, you know that. Just like they use MacGuffins to drive a plot in a movie. That's all it was. And the funny thing of it is that they will argue up and down all day, all night. That they are right and you will go to hell. A place that does not exist. Hell doesn't exist, neither does heaven. It's much more like when you die, you go to the DMV type place. You stand there until your number's called. You then do a debriefing. You then assessed, and you find out if you're going to come back as a fucking ant, or if you're going to move on, or more likely you're going to come back for more sensitivity training as a freaking human being, which actually sucks. The universe is more how do you put it? High school reunion type shit than is heavenly angels singing glory to God. And when I find a crossover, I'm going to see if I can get a job in the afterlife. I don't want to be coming back to Earth. I want a job in the afterlife. And when these idiots cross over, I want to be like Walmart reader. Welcome to hell. Just to see a look on her face. And when they say, well, ain't I supposed to be in heaven? Heaven don't exist. Hell don't exist. You're stuck in the universe's BMV, man. Actually, it's the BSE, the Bureau of Soul Evaluation. Have you actually progressed? Well, I'm a born-again Jesus freak. Then you've regressed. You will not be going forward. You will not collect $200, and you will not pass go. Because you have regressed. You have not progressed. By the way, the silver peace dollar ring. Yeah. Which is currently on sale at standingbearartworks.com for $120. You know, there's so many greedy ass people. I mean greedy ass. nowadays. These mega churches, they want your money so they can buy a new jet and a new mansion. Screw you. You got people like Trump, who's an outright fucking corporate fascist. You got people like Cruz, which is probably the closest thing you'll ever see to the Antichrist, with issues. You got Rubio, a wet behind the ears schoolboy who has no idea what it is to be an adult. You got fat face Kasich. Well, I'm not even gonna get into him, man. All I know is that I'm from Ohio. I live in Ohio. He's the governor and he's a moron. We got Hillary. I've said before, I had nothing against the one president, but not her. Corrupt little bitch. They got Sanders, a socialist, who personally I support and I intend to vote for. The only problem I can see with Sanders is that he thinks they're going to let him walk in and take over. Even if he were somehow win the election, they'll shoot him. They'll kill his ass. Which would be a very bad thing. Sanders is one of the best things going. Him and Elizabeth Warren, and I wish them both well. Okay? I wish them both long life, longevity. And I hope both of them become president. I said I intend to vote for Sanders. I'd vote for one if she was running. But with every passing day, with every passing year, the stupid builds. It builds. And stupidity, for the sake of stupidity, must end. Like the Maharishi Yogi would say, it is not wise to be stupid, because stupid is, stupid does. You cannot fix it. You can only take it out back and hit it with a hammer until it dies. You cannot ever fix stupid, because stupid people do not know they're stupid. That's the problem. They are so stupid, they do not know they are stupid. Not even Yogi Bear was that stupid. He was a hustler. But Yogi was never stupid. Hey, boo. I know we're going to get cut, but let's have fun. But the people today, they have no idea. They think they can just walk in and take everyone's picnic baskets. You can't. And by picnic basket, I mean our Social Security, the food stamps. Fuck you. You want to get people off food stamps? Give them decent paying jobs. You want to get people off the streets? Take all these abandoned homes. Confiscate them. Take them from these slumlords. Fix them up and give them, not sell them at reduced rate, give them to the homeless. And guess what? You solved the problem. We keep on saying, well, we're looking for solutions. The solutions are right in front of you. There's enough abandoned properties in this country alone to give every man, woman, and child 3 houses. And all I'm saying is take enough of them to get all the homeless off the streets. You will still have plenty enough to go around. And if a freaking slumlord wants to just leave his property abandoned because it gives him a better tax deduction than actually fixing the property up and putting somebody in there to live, and he doesn't deserve the property to begin with. If you want to bring companies back in manufacturing, simple. Tell them, hey, if you send the jobs overseas, you're no longer considered an American company, which means you have to pay the tariffs and the fees that foreign companies do to import your product. Make it so costly that they cannot, it costs less to manufacture here than it does overseas. And you got Apple making iPhones in China under working conditions that they actually had to install suicide nets on the sides of the buildings because the workers were getting so depressed they were jumping out the window. Doesn't that tell you something? You got corporations on amok. And no one gives a shit. No one gives a fucking rat's ass. And to all those Jesus freaks, all those fucking Republicans, to all those who will condemn me for what I've said in this video, fuck you. Want me to turn that up? Here. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck. You don't like the truth? Put a bullet in your head. Or better yet, leave. I'm sure Somalia will want you. There's 2 bucks over there anyway. Don't go to Iran, though. They're not as stupid as you are. Well, you know, I'm going to end this here. Tomorrow's Monday, the 29th. February 29th. It's a leap year. Remember, we only have presidential elections in leap years. That's the way it worked out. I've got shit to do this week. Including actually participate in the real world, which a lot of you delusional motherfuckers have no idea how to do. And yes, if you go, hallelujah Jesus, you're a delusional motherfucker. I tell you what I'd like to do. Take Montana, fence it in, and then quarter it. I have 4 areas. One for the Jesus freaks, one for the mass murderers, one for the rapists, and one for child molesters. And with the Jesus freaks, you throw in all the fucking stupid, ignorant motherfucking redneck. And fence them off so they all have their own sections. Montana. and once a year open the gates in between the sections for 1 minute a year and watch the fun begin. Oh, and by the way, give them all the guns and knives and all this shit they want, and then make it a reality TV show. I can just picture it. Or if you want something that can be seen all through the year, forget sectioning them off. Just put them all together in Montana. Put a 50-foot steel wall around the whole state. Give them all the guns and knives and clubs they want, and ammo. And say, we're done with you. Whatever you do to yourselves, we don't care. Televise it. You have the #1 reality show. People gonna flock to watch that shit. Why? Because people can better handle other people's reality than they can handle the reality of their own everyday lives. Now, personally, I don't like reality shows. If I want a reality show, all I gotta do is open my eyes in the morning, man. We're all living our own reality show. It's called life. That's why these delusional Republican, born again, and Tea Party motherfuckers don't know how to understand. They prefer the delusions than the actual show. Personally, I prefer the show. It's much more entertaining. But I prefer my own show, my own reality show. I don't give a shit about yours. You have your own. You have your own life. I'm sure that the universal force we call God is watching. Humanity is his reality show, man. And he's saying, well, how the heck can these motherfuckers be so goddamn stupid? There's way too many jerks in this show. But anyway, I have much to do. It is going on midnight. And I still have some things to do on the net before the little missus gets home, who is closing tonight. And she just got transferred to a new store. And she works at Wendy's. She's managed for Wendy's for 15 years, going on 15 years now. And Wendy's has a new system. Actually, it's two systems combined because they suspect a employee had stolen customers' information. They're not too sure, but they suspect it. So they have this new system where you have to put use your fingerprint to log on to cash registers. Well, the only problem of it is that when you do that, and then you say go to your break or go home after your shift's over, and you don't sign out, you don't log out, that register is frozen. Even the manager can't override it. But the funny thing of it was, they have 4 registers, it's either 4 or 5, at the new one that they transferred it to. And this is one of the first new ones to have this new system. And as a manager, she logged into the first register, the third, the fourth, so on. The register number 2 wouldn't let her log on, no matter what they did, no matter what they tried. Little Mrs. She's Filipino, Southeast Asian. And I had laughed my ass off when the district manager, who was there at the time, said, "Man, don't worry about it. It's just prejudice. They don't like Asians." I laughed my fucking ass off. I thought that was funny. So 2 days later, they actually fixed the problem. And the wife was telling me about it. I said, "Well, hey man, they sent it to sensitivity training." She didn't get the humor in that either. But I have adult things to do this week. So I'm going to sign off here. I got to get back up at 6:30 in the morning. And I still have at least about 3 hours to go before I even 3 to 4 hours to go before I even go to bed. So I will leave you here. So remember, this is magic. A rebel's roost. Saying simply, keep the fires of discontent burning. Fight stupidity. Until next time, have fun, kiddies. Bye-bye. We gone.